this week's edition of the DT. There's a story I would like to share with you. There are many versions to this story, and honestly, it isn't even clear if the story is true, but it carries with it a very powerful and relevant message. In Poland, in the city of Krakow, there is a synagogue named the Isaac Synagogue. It is named after a man named Isaac, who donated the money for the synagogue to be built. As the legend has it, this Isaac was a poor Jew who lived approximately 300 years ago. One night, Isaac went to sleep, and he had a dream about a bridge in Vienna. And somehow he knew that there was a treasure box filled with gold coins buried underneath this bridge by the river's edge. Now, Isaac had never been to Vienna, and he certainly didn't know if there were any bridges there. When he woke up in the morning, the dream was still vivid in his mind. He told it to his wife, they had a good laugh, and they went about their regular routine. But then, over the next 2 nights, he had the exact same dream. The same place, the same bridge, the same treasure. Isaac woke up after the third dream, and he decided he has nothing to lose. He's going to go to Vienna to see if he can find the treasure. Finally, he gets to Vienna, and he sees that the city is exactly as he pictured it. He meets up with some people, and he says, "Do you know of a bridge that looks like this and looks like that?" And they say, "Of course, just go in that direction and you'll find it." Finally, he gets to the bridge, and he's so excited because it's the same bridge as the one in his dreams. But there's one problem. There's an army camped right on the spot where the treasure is. There's no way he can possibly go and dig up the treasure now. So he decides that he's going to wait a little bit till the army moves out, and then he'll go and dig up the treasure. So he starts to wait. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. The army's not budging. The army's not budging. In the meantime, some of the soldiers are watching this guy. He's been looking at them for the last 3 days, and they start getting suspicious. Maybe he's a spy. So they go over to him, and they arrest him, and they bring him in front of their general. And the general takes one look at him and says, "You have been accused of spying. But to tell you the truth, you don't look like a spy. I'm going to give you one chance to really tell me why you are here." And Isaac looks at the general, and he proceeds to tell him the dream, Vienna, the bridge, the treasure, and the general starts to laugh hysterically. "You are such a fool! You walked all the way from Krakow to Vienna because of a dream? Only a Polish idiot would have done such a thing. I myself had a recurring dream recently about a treasure hidden underneath an oven in such and such an address in Krakow. Do you see me traveling to Krakow to see if I can dig up that treasure? Only a fool would do such a thing. This guy is too foolish to be a spy. Let him go." And the soldiers let go of Isaac, and Isaac could not leave fast enough. Not just because he wanted to get away from possible death at the hands of this general, but because he recognized that address in Krakow that the general mentioned. It was his own house. Isaac ran back to his house and immediately started digging underneath his oven, and lo and behold, he found the treasure. And from that treasure, he donated the money for the synagogue to be built. Now, I can't tell you if the story is really true or not, but the message is so clear. Everyone in society is looking for that treasure. Everyone is looking for happiness. Everyone wants to be special and wants to be unique. We can spend our whole lives searching for that treasure and not realize that it's in our backyard. It's in our hearts. It's in our hands. We look at others and we think that they have happiness. We spend an endless amount of time trying to get to Vienna to get the treasure. But really, we have to look at ourselves and realize how much we really have. Our sages tell us that a happy person is one who is happy with what he has. Because the quest for happiness is not about trying to be like the next guy. It's about trying to be like me. But it goes deeper as well. Many of us search for meaning in life. We try to find answers to life's difficult questions. And we will look at every other place. We will look all over the place, except for our own religion. The Torah? That's outdated. What can the Torah possibly tell me about my issues? But instead of running to Vienna and running everywhere else, to this person, to that self-help book, to this religion, why don't we dig underneath ourselves a little bit? Check it out! Learn a little bit. Learn about the beauty of the Torah and the incredible potential of each Jew. The Torah has incredible advice on how to have truly meaningful and satisfying lives. Dig a little bit. I guarantee that you won't be disappointed. May God give us the strength to recognize our true potential and to be happy with who we are and what we have. If you enjoyed this Torah thought, please feel free to pass it on to any of your relatives or friends who you feel may gain from it. Shabbat Shalom.